Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm working on a companion page layout. This is just the right side of the layout. I did the other one earlier, and I'll post a link to it if I can figure out how down in the information box. But I'll also have a link to my blog, which will also have that information. So basically, I'm following a sketch design from Close to My Heart. I got this particular sketch from their blog, and again, I'll have a link on my blog for sure. So that's the page that or the original page over there on that left. So the layout calls for 4 pictures across the top. I have 3, so I trimmed them down. These are, we did some baking with my sister. This was 2021 Christmas baking, and these were kind of the companion pages, or the leftover ones, when the baby pretty much gave up on making cookies and was just eating frosting, to be honest with you. But I'm using this set from Close to My Heart, which is so pretty because it's non-traditional colors, but they're also very Christmassy. So I love that because Christmas doesn't always have to just be red and green. But these pictures, I've mentioned before that I get them printed from my local Walgreens. What I do to make them wallet size or wallet size-ish is I create a collage, a 4x6 collage, and if you add 2 pictures, it ends up being around 3x4. They're a little bit smaller because they do have the border, but hey, the border just means one less thing to do. So again, I had the 3 pictures. The sketch calls for 4. I thought I was just going to use the 3, but it did feel like it was missing something. So I cut down a piece of the blue cardstock, which is coordinating color, and I'm going to do either a journaling block or just like a little extra embellishment. And you'll see me as I'm putting this together, how it turns out. I just trimmed down a piece of white cardstock that was just a little bit smaller, just so that blue is matted. And this was just using a scrap piece of white cardstock that I had on my desk. This set, the paper and the stickers, are from Close to My Heart as well. And this was I want to say it was last year, 2022, when it was out. I don't know if they're still able to purchase, but I just saw it and I grabbed it because it was so cute, because it's all about cooking and baking and all that fun stuff, especially during the holidays. They do have the back sides of these papers are like polka dots, things like that. So you don't necessarily have to use it for a holiday, which I like too. But I decided, since I had this set, I was going to use as many stickers as I can without being too sticker crazy. So I grabbed a few of the cookies and I just layered them over there on that right-hand corner of that title. So I'm using that as kind of the companion title. This layout is pretty plain, especially compared to the other one over there at the right, but you'll see me dress it up just a little bit. I also purchased the enamel dots that went with it, and like a little bit of splatter always makes everything pretty. But you can see how I just keep kind of arranging the photos. I'm just really not sure where this is going. But the nice thing about working with a sketch is it kind of gives you a place to start. And that's exactly what happened here. It gave me some measurements of where to put some pattern paper. So I didn't have to think about that. Now, the thing I need to think about is the embellishments, which is the fun part. I'm really just kind of trying to bash the sticker sheet, bash what's here available. I didn't really look into my stash or anything like that, but they had these, these words. So I'm adding a little cluster, if you want to call it that, over there at that on the right. I do decide that I do like the pictures there, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere those down. And as always, I try to speed that up because you don't necessarily need to see me on slow-mo or on regular mode adhering things down. But the thing that I do like that's a little different is I do add like a journaling spot, and you're going to see me do it in just a minute right there. And then I realized it as an afterthought, and that's why I had to kind of pull that embellishment that I did there, the title, and I play with that a little bit as well. But I do hope you like this video so far, and if you do, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I do post at least 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the command center. The command center is the name of my craft room and also the name of my blog. I do pretty simple layouts, or at least in my opinion, compared to some of these other ones. Every once in a while I'll get a little wild and do some mixed media or a lot of stamping, things like that. But the one thing I kind of was noticing, my favorite thing to do is kind of starting with a sketch, as far as, like I mentioned, putting down pattern paper and just kind of the basic parts of the layout. And then when I get real creative is how many pictures I'm putting on the page, where am I putting them, just kind of all that stuff. Embellishments, of course, all that stuff. So I do hope you like my style. I do try to focus more on the photos, do a little bit of journaling, kind of do all the basics, right? Title, not always a title, I'll be honest with you. I have a hard time finding titles, but again, this is just a really basic layout. I'm using a lot of those stickers from the sticker sheet. I've really been trying to focus on using what I have, and that means kind of finding lost treasures. I'm sure we're all like that, where we buy the latest and greatest, and then we forget the older ones, and we bought those older ones for a reason because we absolutely love them, right? But I hope this encourages you to kind of look at your stash and see what you have and use them. But that's the base of the page. I hope you do like it. And if you do, like I said, please hit that subscribe button, notification bell to be notified of any future layouts. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.